So back in 2021, Adidas dropped a collab sneaker as part of 420. I had my eye on, I wanted to cop, but basically took my L because it was released in limited pairs. And because it was 420, it had a little bit of hype behind it. A few days after the release, the resale price jumped up to £700. And at one point, there was a sale for over £1,000. However, in 2022, Adidas did a restock as part of Members Week. Not only did I manage to grab this pair for retail, but I also managed to grab this pair for resale. And combined, the price of these was way less than last year's resale price. So what happened? Let's find out. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here back with another video. And today I'm checking out the Adidas South Park Campus 80s Towelie. Thanks for checking that video. If you're new to the channel, like all kinds of content related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you do like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel grow. And stay tuned for the end of the video for those on feet looks. Now today I'm checking out a sneaker that I personally did not think I would ever get in my collection based on the resale price and the limited nature and the amount of pairs that were released in 2021. And that is the Adidas South Park Campus 80s Towelie. So this sneaker dropped last year on the 20th of April as part of 420, which is the annual celebration of marijuana and cannabis, mainly in the US. I like this sneaker for a couple of reasons. One, because I thought it was quite quirky. You know, it's a collaboration with South Park. I like the colour scheme. In addition, it also has some hidden features which I was keen to see in person. Now, I instantly confirmed that, took my L, and I also entered a couple of raffles, but again, took my L's. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll cut this a resale, maybe I won't. And then I noticed that the resale price just skyrocketed. So a couple of days after release, sneaker was at like £750, which is insane. And at one point, there was a sale on StockX for £1,000. At that point, it went into unicorn status, which meant, you know, very much likely I'm ever going to copy my size, not only get a pair in hand to review. So fast forward 18 months, Adidas have their Members Week, which is their annual celebration of hype drops and, you know, discounts for all Adiclub members. And one thing that sort of caught my eye was the fact that this sneaker was restocking. So my original plan was I'll enter the draw, see if I cop. If I do, great. If I don't, you know, there's no difference to last year. However, a couple of days before October the 6th, I got a notification about exclusive access. And I was like, rah, okay, let me jump on this. Let me see what I can get. So first of all, I went to 13.5, is obviously my true size. And for some reason, it showed there were pairs available, but it was glitching, basically server errors. No, so I was like, okay, this is just Adidas trolling me, basically. Then I kind of looked at a couple of other sizes and I thought, you know what, let me try, just get a pair in hand. So I managed to select a size 8. It's processing. It went through and I was like, rah, okay. So I actually wasn't going to get cancelled, it was a glitch, but lo and behold, a couple of days later, this pair shows up. And obviously, really have to have it in hand. Started to look at the details and I thought, you know what, having seen it in hand, I need this pair in my size. So I start browsing StockX and I'm like looking at the price, resale price. Resale price dropped to like £120 for me in my size. And I was like, this is a no-brainer. So I put in my bid, it got accepted straight away. Next thing you know, StockX is kind of saying, okay, we're waiting for the pairs to ship to us for authentication, waiting. Pair doesn't get shipped, and then it will get cancelled. And I'm like, okay. So again, being trolled. So a couple of days later, I thought, you know what? All right, let me retry a bid. So I put in a bid of £110, and I was like, this might get picked up, might not. And lo and behold, someone actually did accept my bid. So this reason been a little bit late to get out because I waited for that pair from StockX to come through. So a bit of background on this sneaker. So the Towelie is based on a collaboration with South Park and Adidas, and it is to celebrate the character of Towelie in South Park, who is basically renowned pothead and is always smoking and just generally getting high. And it's kind of, you know, a very quirky character in the show. And I think what Adidas have done with the collaboration is on point, you know, the detailing and the hidden extras that I'll show in the review. And I think it goes hand in hand with obviously the celebration of 420. There were a couple of other releases as part of the collaboration of South Park, including a Cartman. But for me to have this pair is a major W. Really have it in the collection, and I can't wait to show you the details. So let's check it out. So because of the collaboration with a little bit of hype, you do get special packaging. So you get a special box. On the top, you've got an all blue box in this kind of baby blue colour. You've got your Adidas Trefoil logo and South Park logos here in white, and these are embossed. So again, adding to that additional detail. So over the side, you've then got a scene, obviously, from South Park. So you obviously got your Christmas trees and obviously the snow. And on the back, you've got your other scene with South Park characters. So you've got Stan, Kyle, Eric, and Kenny. Obviously the iconic characters on the show. So take a look at the size tag. That's the Adidas Campus 80s SP Towelie. And it's my shoe size of UK 13.5, US 14. So pop the lid. Again, you can see on the inside, you can see the embossed logos from the top of the box. And then you also have tissue paper, again with characters from South Park. So again, special packaging, feel like that. And here we have today's sneaker. It is the Adidas South Park Campus 80s Towelie. So here we have the sneaker. I think it's a fire. I really have to have it in the collection. I think the materials on this are really nice, and the quality is, you know, not something you're going to see in an everyday sneaker, and just really have to have it in the collection. So starting the outsole, so it's just this plain outsole, what you get with Campus 80s. So nothing too exciting there. You turn to the sides, you've got obviously your thick all white midsole going all the way around. Again, nothing really special about that. Then we come onto the upper. So this is where the main details start. So the upper is made up of a very towel-like material. When you touch it, it feels very much like we'd expect of a towel. Again, hence the Towelie. And I think what Adidas have done here is really cool in terms of that detail. And it's effectively, the whole upper is made of this towel material. You have a couple of leather accents, which are the three stripes here on the side. But for the most part, it's an upper completely made in that towel material. Come to the toe box, again, you can see on here, it's very much smooth towel-like material. Again, I think that just is a very nice touch. As you come up the sneaker, so obviously you've got these flat laces going up either side, and obviously then you've got these eyelets on both sides, you can see right here. Then we come onto the tongue itself. So again, the tongue is towel-like material on this side, and then on the back of the tongue, it's leather. So obviously, it's not completely towel material, because obviously your foot would just sweat the whole time otherwise. But again, very nice touch. Then we come to the top of the tongue. One of the main details is you have the two eyes from obviously the Towelie character, and you have two eyebrows here in black. You have your eyes right here in white, and then obviously black pupils there, and you can see there's also some red veins as well. The back of the tongue, you have, it's a leather tongue, quite thin, and it just has the word, another quote from the show saying, "I have no idea what's going on," right there. Inside of this, you also have a stash pocket. So as you can see, just pull that. And then inside, that's just again, leather situation. And then within this, you will have a keychain. This is the first keychain. And again, it's the Towelie character. And again, it's showing bloodshot eyes. So he's currently hiding, obviously, in a pleasant state of mind. And on the back of this, you have, I have no idea what's going on. And then it is Trefoil logo and then the South Park logo right there. This is a metal keychain. So again, it's high quality. I think that's quite fire. Again, additional detail that you wouldn't maybe expect. And so that just sits in the stash pocket right here. The laces themselves, as I said, they just, so the flat laces just have this kind of white and yellow lock on the tip right there. So again, that's quite interesting. Back of the sneaker, you have the Trefoil logo and Adidas right here in that purple color. And again, this is in the South Park text. So again, subtle detail right there. And then within the sneaker itself, you have the insole, just says the Adidas and South Park logos again, that white color on the purple background. Medial side just has the three stripes right here, otherwise no additional details. That's the right sneaker. We'll take a quick look at the left. So this sneaker has the same detailing, The one difference is on the back of this tongue, you have, don't forget to bring a towel, right there. And then inside the stash pocket, you just have the additional keychain right here. And again, that just is not bloodshot, so that's clear-eyed before he's got high, and just says don't forget to bring a towel, again with the Adidas and South Park logos right there. Now, the other main detail of the sneaker is, if you look at both sneakers right now, the eyes are white, and you know, that's kind of normal. But one thing you won't know is when you expose them to sun, something cool happens. I have a black light here, so I can simulate that, so let's check it out. As you can see, as you expose them to that light, the eyes turn bloodshot. See how that nice little red hue right there on the eyes. I think that's a really cool touch. And obviously it's a summer sneaker, so when you wear these in the summer, it will definitely stand out. I think that's kind of cool. In terms of sizing, I'm true to size, which is I go half size up and they fit fine. You have quite a wide toe box, so you may want to go down half size. You have a narrow foot, but for me, true to size works fine. So in terms of resale, compared to last year, the resale price has tanked considerably, and I managed to pick my pair up for £110 here in the UK, about 130 after fees and shipping. You can make a little bit of lunch money, but not a huge amount. I just have actually sold this pair for it'll be about 105 after fees on eBay. So yeah, you're making about £20 profit. I mean, for me, that's an added bonus. I was only expecting to get retail. I managed to get a couple of pounds more. So happy to obviously get rid of that pair and obviously have this pair in the collection. Most sizes potentially are going under retail. Most are going very close to retail, but they're not going like the astronomical prices of last year. So if you were that person that paid £1,000 for this sneaker last year, you're probably feeling a bit salty right now. Anyway, for me, it's a really cool pickup. And again, if you wanted to pick it up now, you definitely could for a good price. I'm not 100% sure why Adidas decided to effectively flood the market, because I saw a lot of W's from Confirmed on social media. I guess Adidas saw the popularity of the sneaker and decided to release more pairs. In fact, if I look at the manufacture date on this, it's looking at 12/21 for this pair, and this one is 1/22. So around the end of last year, early 22, these pairs were manufactured. So this is a new run. These aren't original pairs. So I think, again, it's just testament to the popularity of the sneaker and Adidas kind of thinking, okay, let's, you know, people want this sneaker, let's get it to market. And obviously Members Week was a good way to drop it. So, you know, everyone made to cop. And as I said, that's caused the resale price to tank. So for resellers, bit of a bummer because there's no profit to be made. But for me, as a collector, it means a lot, and obviously means that I can get it for a good price. So what do you think of the sneaker? Did you either cop for the original drop last year or on the restock this year in 2022? For me, this is a really nice cop. I feel unexpected as well, considering what happened last year. So for Adidas to drop these, I think it's cool, and really happy they've done that. And again, really looking forward to adding these to the rotation. So let me know your thoughts on the sneaker in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for the on foot's coming up shortly. Again, appreciate any feedback on that. So thanks for taking the video. If it's the kind of content you want to see, anything pretty much related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really will help the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.